Hey everybody, Trolley Boy here, the troll you can trust, back with a Walking Dead roast vibe video, featuring a major addition to the game that will be released today. Leagues. That's right, you heard me correctly. Leagues are finally going to be released today. As you can see here, we have the schedule plus more rewards in which we can obtain through leagues. There are many aspects to this post that I'm going to show you, but a lot of that has been covered in my previous videos, which you can see in the annotation to the top right. So click that if you want to go check out the other video. This will be Season 1 of Leagues, the very first ever. And the first part of this is going to be the seeding event. It'll last for 10 days, from the 14th all the way to the 24th. Seeding event will place individuals and factions into the appropriate league based on their seeding performance. What does that actually mean though? What that means is, based on how many league trophies you get, that will put you in a ranking system. Within this ranking system, we'll place peoples in their appropriate leagues, such as bronze, silver, and gold. There are other ones, but just for simplicity's sake, bronze, silver, and gold, you could be placed in. Basically, in this seeding event, you really want to get as many league trophies as possible, so you can completely skip certain leagues that you wish to not be placed in. If you are a very hardcore player, but for some reason you don't happen to play during the seeding event all that much, you will be placed somewhere such as bronze when you are actually a gold or higher player. So make sure that you're getting as many trophies as you can to be placed in the appropriate league, so it's a lot less of a climb on the ladder to get to where you want to be for the rewards that you want. Also, make sure you're in the correct region before the leagues actually start. Reason behind this is your faction trophies will not be transferred over, but the good thing is your solo league process, basically your solo league trophies, will be unaffected. The rewards that we will be getting for this seeding event will range to coins and league tokens for the solo league, and for the faction league rank rewards we will be getting season tokens and league tokens. I do think it's pretty cool that we get a source of income for coins. That is pretty much the ultimate currency in this game, and I will never turn down any source of coins. After the seeding event, we will have a qualifier stretch, which will last for 1 week, from the 24th all the way to the 1st. The qualifier stretch will place individuals and factions into the appropriate division based on their performance. Participating in events and daily activities will help you and your faction qualify for a starting division in the league you seeded into. So this is the next part. First, the seeding is basically saying, okay, do you belong in bronze or do you belong in silver, gold, diamond, etc. The qualifying stretch is, okay, you've placed in silver, but where in silver did you end up placing? Are you gold 1, gold 2, gold 3? The seeding places you in gold, but the 1, the 2, and the 3 is where you get placed in the qualifying stretch. The rewards for these will be exactly the same as the seeding event, with coins and league tokens for the solo league rank rewards, and season tokens and league tokens for the faction league rank reward. Now that you have been placed in the correct league, whether that be gold, silver, or bronze, etc., and you've also been placed in the correct division, gold 1, bronze 3, silver 2, we are now actually ready to begin the region and the ladder climbing, which then begins the regular season, a 1 week per stretch with 7 total stretches. Starts on October 1st and will end on November 19th. The regular season is the standard period of time where players and factions compete in PvP events for trophies. League ranks determine promotion and demotion. Looking over here, the regular season makes up the bulk of the season schedule. During this time, players and factions will participate in events and activities across multiple stretches. Remember, every stretch is a week, to earn trophies that go toward their overall solo and faction league ranking, and will have the opportunity to be promoted into higher divisions and leagues. Rewards for this on the solo league rank will be coins and league tokens, and just like everything else, the faction league rank rewards will be seasonal tokens and league tokens. The final stretch, the end of it all, the last bit of the season, will be 1 week from November 19th all the way to November 26th. The final stretch ends the season with no promotion or demotion. Reward amounts in final stretch are higher than the regular season stretches, which is pretty nice. With it being the end of the season, everybody should have enough season tokens and league tokens, and hopefully some coins to make some purchases. Just like everything else, the rewards here are coins and season tokens for the solo league rank rewards, and season tokens and league tokens for the faction league rank rewards. And remember, these rewards will be more than what we've been previously getting. The next thing we're going to talk about here is the Season 1 exclusive rewards. Here we can see that we're also going to be getting survivors and weapons based on which season we're in, which is cool. Seasonal rewards are awesome. I mean, you see it in grocery stores, you see it everywhere. Seasonal stuff is everywhere. So, thumbs up for me on this. I like the exclusivity on it, that I can get it, and it will hopefully never be able to be obtained ever again, or at least a very hefty long time before anybody else can get it again. Cool. I'm a huge fan of it. These new Survivor editions, I do not think are all that bad. A leadership skill I will never turn down, as that will add a lot of dynamic to your teams. Even if you think it's not that good now, it can be good down the road. Always make sure you're trying to obtain as many leadership skills as you possibly can, unless it is just straight booty and isn't good at all. A quick look at this Mirabelle is we see she has a very offensive leadership skill. The attack and HP is very nice, especially if you're going to run an offensive team, since damage dealers tend to have very high attack and very decently high HP. Her Adrenaline Rush does damage to a line, which can make yellows pay if they run a full yellow team, or if they run a green-yellow team and they happen to have two yellows together in a line, she can make that enemy team pay for doing such a move. Her active skill is a double whammy, in which it gives her attack up and AP gain. This can be useful if she uses her active and then commanded afterward, so she can then put out a little bit of burst of damage if no one is around to actually give her an attack buff, such as Glenn's Adrenaline Rush. Over on the right, we can also see some weapons that have been added, and it doesn't look like this one is strictly going towards Mirabelle, as we do not have the symbol on the lower right-hand side of the weapon, letting us know that it is locked to somebody. The weapon on the right is not a bad weapon at all, due to it mainly not being locked. The 30% attack is going to let us know that it's going to be mainly for offense, or anybody that we want to put out some damage. The medium bonus to AP, it's okay. That can obviously be modded later for huge AP when attacking. The stronger attack, though, at first glance may not look like the best, as a lot of people will probably want stun, but with a lot of double attack Adrenaline Rush survivors coming out, you may be able to use stronger attack trait weapon mods. As their Adrenaline Rush uses basic attack mechanics, this weapon mod can proc twice, so you can lay the beat stick on some people that aren't just for your trait advantage. You can actually use this if you were a yellow on reds, as an example. The next League's Season survivor is Ezekiel, and this guy looks awesome, skill-wise. All teammates get 30% HP. Rainbow! Thank you very much. Finally, we get something into the game in which we can have a lot more diversity for our team comp. Bravo on this. Next on it is all ranged teammates get 40% defense. Now, this looks very strong for ranged teams, but we can also throw in some melee as well, and they won't suffer from having no benefit from a leadership skill, giving them a little bit more merit and being able to have a more dynamic and a wider variety of teams are now hopefully going to see. His active skill is a Recover Bleed, which I think will eventually have its place. As of right now, with not too many bleed characters out and about running around, Davey was just released, but once we probably get a few more out there and people start modding them up with bleed on attack combat mods, Ezekiel's active, I think, and as well as Glenn's active, or anybody else that has any type of recover bleed, will start to hold more and more merit. His Adrenaline Rush has got medic written all over it. This allows up to 3 teammates to regain up to 40% of their max HP and get 40% bonus HP. In a nutshell, 80% health recovery. On top of all that, all teammates will recover from Confuse and Impair. Considering if you were to use this individual on defense, blue would be a problem, and they do usually come with some Impairs, along with Disarm Michonne with her Confuse weapon. So Ezekiel's Adrenaline Rush, I will say, I am a huge fan of. And that is so much healing that this guy may allow you to auto-play a lot of stuff in this game. Over here is the bug fixes, which I will not go over entirely. I'm just going to gloss over which I think are probably the most important ones, which is in the general section, there has been an issue to where if you are holding down the plus button when you are selling multiple of an item, it'll lead to a crash or a freeze. That has now been addressed and fixed. In the combat section, this one I feel hits home really hard because I will always and will remember Big Beer Belly Bruce, as I will never see Big Beer Belly Bruce ever again. You will be missed and ripped, my friend. In the improvement section, whenever you wanted to level up a combat mod, you always had to bring up the survivor the combat mod was on. Now, give that the middle finger, you don't have to do that anymore. If you see a combat mod and you want to level it, you will be able to do so with no other steps in between. That will wrap up patch 14.0.2, which is the introduction to leagues, which, as another reminder, starts today. Let me know what you all think. Are you excited? Are you preparing your weekend to go balls to the wall and try to get in the best seeding as you possibly can, and along with the best division that you can be placed in as well? Let us all know what your goals are. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video to make you laugh 40 million positive, please give a nice coat Ronnie, chomp that like and subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Sports really appreciate it. And then I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.